This event today is delivered in partnership with the Sheikh Zayed Book Award, which is recognised as one of the Arab world's most prestigious literary prizes. It has a reputation for highlighting some of the most exciting and most challenging work from and about the Arab world. So, without further ado, I'd like to really warmly welcome Ibtisam Baraka.
Hello, thank you so much. I'm so delighted to be part of the Liverpool Arab Arts Festival this year. I think it's wonderful that you've gone digital, responding to the times, and continuing to remain creative. We do have an hour, 60 minutes, so I've tried to divide it in ways we can use the time optimally. Before we move to the workshop structure, I just want to say that my most recent book that won the Sheikh Zayed Book Award also goes by the title The Lilac Girl, because the word, or the title Al-Fata Al-Laylakiya, the word lilac actually is an Arabic word. Etymologically, it is an Arabic word, meaning the early shade of night. So initially I translated it as the purple girl, because that was really what I wanted in mind. But then it got translated into the lilac girl. So just for you to know that. Today's workshop is Write Your Life, and this is a workshop that I developed about 20 years ago, and I have been leading it internationally with young people, old people, all ages. And I developed it for my own purposes because I wanted to write my own life. And I grew up in Palestine, and there's so many stories, and there's a voice in Palestine, the voice of the human being who is the Palestinian, that is very silenced. All kinds of barriers are put in front of the Palestinian voice. And when I moved from Palestine to the United States of America, moved from the Arabic language into the English language, I realized that there's so many checkpoints and so many barriers and so many problems and emotional obstacles and all kinds of traumatic experiences residing in my voice, preventing me from speaking. And I needed to find a creative approach to set myself free in various ways. In particular, as a writer and an artist, I needed my voice that represents me, my own voice. So I developed this workshop for a master's degree, initially for a master's degree in human development, and I tested it because, in a master's degree you have to do to assess academically, and I tested it on people, and people remembered their transformations that happened during the workshop after 6 months, and that was very, very unusual. I tested before about their relationships with the various elements of themselves and the writing before we did the workshop, and then after that, 6 months after, and they remembered a huge amount, and I realized this works. I used all the tools for writing my books, and I took the workshop on the road and continued to develop it. It's one creative platform with which I help in facilitating freedom, one voice at a time, because most of us are silenced in certain regions in our lives. So I welcome you to Write Your Life workshop. And today we have an hour. First, I'd like to invite each of you to say your name and one word that you love from any language. If it's not an English word, like let's say Arabic or French or Indian or Nepalese or whatever, please say that word, bring that language in, but also tell us its meaning in Arabic, so in English, so that we will know what that word means. Jack will manage this, where you come in and say the word and your name first, and then the word that you love, and then he will move to the next person. Your task as a participant in Write Your Life workshop is to listen to people's voices as they say their name and the words they love. Listen, not just to the content, but to the tone, to what's not being said verbally. Listen with all your senses to another human being saying their name, introducing themselves. And note that if you have a piece of paper and a pen, just with each person coming in, write down a response, a word, or draw a squiggle or something, but respond to this human being introducing themselves.
So I'll say people's Zoom username, and then please go ahead and introduce yourself and say your word. Just randomly picking. G. Lara, would you like to start us off?
Okay, I'm Lara. My favorite word is ulan. It's a Tagalog word for rain.
Thank you.
Can you say the language again?
Tagalog, it's a language in the Philippines.
Fantastic, welcome.
Anne Seba?
Hello, my name is Ann Walton Sieber, and if I wouldn't, can I have like 3 seconds of silence? Maybe all of us need to feel for our word for a second. Would that be okay? And
Please
so
do.
I can find my word. So I'll just take my cue from what I wanted to do, and I love the word quiet. I just love the word quiet.
Welcome, Anne.
Thank you, Ibtisam.
And Muna Salam?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mona, and my favorite word is life, which means in Arabic, haya.
Ahlan.
Sandra Gandhi?
Hi, my name is Sandra. I would like to think of positivity.
Thank you. Anu's iPad? Anud, are you there? Okay, I will move on for the time being. Alistair.
Hello. Hi, it's Sam. My name's Alistair Lidgetwood, and my word today is sumptuous.
Ellen.
Hi, Sam. My word is a French word called grébouille, which is a cat. I used to live in France, and we had a cat called grébouille, and it means scribble, but it's also a really hard word to say and spell.
Hi, welcome, Ellen.
Hi.
Amira bin Kader.
Hi, everybody. My name is Amira, and I think as in Muslim Arab lady, we start by saying Assalamu alaikum. So I think the choice of word I would choose peace. It's I think it's the most needed word at the moment. So it's with you all.
Wa alaikum assalam, Amira. It's the most needed word throughout history.
Exactly.
We can see you. Amira, is your intention just to be heard as opposed to seen as well?
If you want me to put on the camera, I will.
No, I don't want you to do anything. You can do whatever you like. I just asked.
It just helps me concentrate, that's why.
Perfect, yes, it's your option.
Shukran.
Of course.
Mo, would you like to go next?
Hey, I'm Mo, and I like the word like ma because it's like the same in almost every language.
Like mother? Mom?
Yeah, ma, mom, mother, mum.
And like Mo, your name?
I am definitely not a mom.
Why not? All of us are really moms if we are nurturing life, but that's a different conversation. Welcome. Is your name Mohammed by any chance?
No, it's Maral.
Wow.
Maral.
Maral. What a beautiful name. Welcome, Maral.
Terrible Italian pronunciation. Apologies. Latore.
I'm Anna. I've sent my presentation by email. So the words.
I'll just unmute you.
Yeah. I'm Anna. I'm Italian, so I live in Rome. My words to start is benvenuti, so it means welcome. So.
Welcome to you. Ahlan. That's in Arabic. Bienvenido.
Shukran kthir.
Oh wow, you speak Arabic.
A little
Wonderful.
bit, yeah. I've studied.
رائع. أهلا فيكي. That was welcoming her in Arabic.
Thank you. Nora?
Yes, I'm Nora from Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. One of my favorite words is safa in Arabic, and it could mean clarity.
Safa. أهلا نورا.
أهلا ابتسام.
Beautiful word. كلمة جميلة. Safa. The letter or the sound sa doesn't exist in English or in Romance languages. There are 8 sounds that do exist in Arabic that do not exist in English, for example. Sad is one of them.
Sophie?
Hi, I'm Sophie, and my word is surrender.
Surrender. Welcome. You're safe in your surrender in this workshop, so welcome.
And Richard?
Hi, yeah, I'm Richard. I'm in Huddersfield in the north of England. My favourite word is mataf in Arabic, just because I love all sorts of museums, and I lived in Egypt for a long time and spent a lot of time sort of wandering around museums of all sorts.
So what is the word, please?
Mataf.
Mathaf. I got it. Yes, mathaf. And again, you're bringing up a word that has a ha sound, which is one of the 8 sounds that do exist in Arabic. The ha is the aspirated H, and then the ha really you drop deep to say that ha. Mathaf. Yes. Thank you.
Just one last try. Anood, would you like to finish us off?
Hi. Hello. Sorry, I was facing some technical difficulties. My name is Anood. It's actually Al Anood, but for short we call it Anood. And my favorite word is conscious. I think it has a deep meaning. That's right.
Wonderful. Ahlan Al Anood. And where are you calling from, or where are you?
Abu Dhabi.
From Abu Dhabi. Ahlan biki bi Abu Dhabi, and all the cities and all the countries in the world and all the little abodes from where we're calling on this little amazing planet of ours. And so we will begin now. I'll use my timer, and I will give you 2 minutes just to respond to the voices that you've heard. This workshop is Write Your Life, and we are focusing on voice. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes to pick a voice that you heard, one of the people, a voice that attracted you, and write about it. Respond just to the voice, to the tone, to what was brought into the screen now. Okay, this is time. What we will be doing today, given the fact that it's a short workshop, is we will be opening doors. We're not going to be going deeply into anything, even though you can go really deeply within a minute if you have cleared the path of whatever emotion or event that you will be going toward. But because we're just gathering, so we're going to open doors, and these doors will be open for you later on to go into and write more and explore more and discover more. Okay? Now, in the beginning, we want to wake up our senses. This activity is about waking up our senses, because writing itself is about using our senses to gather information from the world, and then see what the information, the various information, how we respond to that, and then create artwork. Okay? So please close your eyes. And listen to the environment that you are in. Think about your voice. Your very own voice. How do you feel about it? What is the quality of the voice that comes from your inner world? You know how when they look for gold or oil or water, what's inside? They use echo to know what's inside, and that's our voice. It carries echoes of everything that's inside of us, wants to be spoken. Now go to your eyes and see give loving attention to your eyes. They're a most major window into life outside and into life inside. Those precious eyes have seen so much that can be turned into artwork. It's an understatement to say they're a gold mine, they are a life mine, they are a spirit mine, they are infinity mine. Now go to your skin for your sense of touch. Your skin is hands. All of your skin touches life and is touched by life. We're a field of energy, and everything else is a field of energy, and we touch and learn without words, without images, just by the sense. And that's our boundary that keeps us free when we are aware of it. Now your sense of taste. What is the most delicious thing you've ever tasted? Bring it to mind. It's on the tip of your tongue. It could be food, it could be words, it could be a song. I could be kissing the forehead of a baby. Could be yes, that's it. Whatever came to mind. Now our sense of smell. Our breath. Every breath carries all of life into us and carries us outside of ourselves and into life. It's the most wonderful love relationship there is, our breath. And our breath carries our voice. Our breath carries all of us, all of our life on its open palm. Now become aware of all of your body, very, very lovingly. You need your body healthy and happy to accomplish anything. And that's the number one task of a writer. Because writing is a very demanding, physically demanding task, like any great thing. It demands of us a level of health. So now please open your eyes and go to your pen and paper and write whatever you want to write about your senses. Choose a sense or write or roam into your senses. And see what comes out. Is it visual? Is it sensory? Is it sound? Is it a smell? Just write with your senses. Don't think, just write or scribble.
I'm sorry. We have to write a sentence or just a text?
No, just write for 2 minutes.
For 2 minutes, okay.
Yeah. That's time. These are doors that we're opening, and you will enter them anytime you want. I want to say that this is a wonderful warm-up exercise for me that I use often, which is when I sit to write, I warm up by gathering my senses, by activating my senses. So I close my eyes and I focus on my smell ability. Just clear that, and then on my eyes, I clear that, I ready that for writing, on my relationship with my body, on my ability to listen inward as well, because when you write, you must listen inward and get what words come to you and put them on paper. And when the channel is clear, you hear beautiful things. The muses give you amazing things when you are listening. So that's a good warm-up exercise. Now we will move into more or a deeper writing your life activity. Please draw a circle that would represent your life. And divide it into 3 sections, nothing big, just 3 sections. What are these 3 sections? What are the top 3 elements of your life? Write them down inside that circle. Now, take one of the elements and then draw arrows out of it. Let's say 5 arrows out of just that 1/3. And these are the possible stories that you can write. What are these possible stories that could be written from that major element of your life? just write them, an error and write it. For instance, if I drew my life, me being Palestinian would be a